Hello and welcome back to Quick Sips episode something. I haven't done this for ages. I apologize if you've been hanging out for it and wanting more. You haven't been, but if you have been, I'm back. So this is where I like to share some news about what's going on in the Grail Games world, because it is a world. It's the Grail Games world. It's a world of wonder. Um, but the point of calling these things quick sips was to be quick, and they were getting really slow when I was doing them last a year or two ago. So, gonna be quicker now and just do the news. So, if you don't want to hear news, you can tune out now. So, the rest of you that have stayed, welcome to the news. So, what's been happening? Well, we just launched Boomerang on Kickstarter, and you might be thinking you did that before. Well, this is Boomerang Australia. We've tweaked the rules a little bit with the designer Scott Arms. It's a shorter game now. It's a more, I don't want to say simpler game, but we've sort of streamlined a few of the rules a little bit to make it even more accessible and friendly and nice. Not that it was an angry game, but you know. And if you don't know what Boomerang is, it's a card drafting game that feels like a roll and write game. It's a draft and write game. Yeah, it's a bit windy. So, you draft the cards around visiting Australia, and the stuff you do, you mark off on your sheet all that you've done. So, Boomerang Australia, the new one, we're doing in collaboration with Madago in France, and it has brand new art, those rule tweaks. But that's not all. There's two more Boomerang games in the Boomerang family now, Boomerang Europe and Boomerang USA. Almost said Australia again. And these games are similar, they feel the same mechanics or mechanisms, but different ways to score and some different things going on in them. They're sort of like different versions. Yeah. See, I'm being quick. I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing. So that's on Kickstarter now. Now, if you're watching this video now, then it is now. But if you're watching this video in the future, you've missed it. Because that's the thing about the internet. It's there forever, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because if I'm talking to you from the past, woo, it's 2020. We live in houses and the cars have wheels and the wheels are round and we have cats with four legs here. But if it's the present, you know, it's also bad because if it's here forever, then you've missed the Kickstarter. So it'll go till almost the end of February 2020. Look it up. New news. So what's next? Well, lots of stuff starting to come together now for Grail. So after this, I'll tell you the 3 games we're hoping to at least kickstart this year, if not release. Probably just kickstart. By the time they come out, it'll be 2021 unless things get moving. We've got 2 Knizia games on the slate for this year, Rainer Knizia games. I'll get them off the slate soon. One of them, believe it or not, even though it might be the next game, we're still thinking about the name. So if you see a game from Grail Games designed by Rainer Knizia with art by Vincent Detrate that looks a lot of fun, and it's sort of set in a snowy, icy, wintry boat thing, that's the game I'm talking about. It's for 2 to 6 players, plays in 30-45 minutes, so it's a great family sort of length and size and weight. But it's got this great Knizia thing that he does a lot where you can only do 3 things on your turn. There's a list of all these things. You want to do 100 of them, you can only do those 2 or 3 things and that's it. You know, a lot of his games have that. Very simple rules, but lots of tension over the choices. It's going to be awesome. I don't want to spoil too much about it till we've got the name. After that, we've got a brand new Medici game coming out to Kickstarter at least by the end of the year. So if you know Yellow and Yangtze, I just realized this is a very boring video. It's just my head. Tell you what, if I figure out how, right now up in here, there will be photos of the art so far. So look at there for pictures if I could do it. So this is like what Yellow and Yangtze was to Tigris and Euphrates. This is a new Medici. It's a board game, not dice game, not card game. This is another board game in the Medici family. You could own Medici in this. They're different. They're more different than Yellow and Yangtze and Tigress, I guess. I don't know, they're pretty different. But this is even more different, but it still feels like Medici. I'm not going to give you the name yet. I'll tell you that maybe next quick sips. Um, but it's really good. I really like it. I think I like it more than Medici. What else? So, also this year, brand new retelling of Safranito. So this was a game originally out in 2010, designed by Marco Teubner, sorry, Tubner. Sorry, accent wrong. But it's a dexterity game that's also a Euro game. Really weird. Check it out online. It's lots of fun. Like the Snowy game, Medici game, this game has lots of interaction. Knizia is really good at it. Safranito is really good at it too. Very small rule books, but there's heaps of interaction and choices and strategy. Now, in Safranito, you chuck stuff on a board to collect ingredients for spices, for cards at a market thing. Well, we've changed it. So the game is now called Hibachi, and your teppanyaki chefs, Japanese chefs, chucking stuff on the hibachi grill to cook recipes. I think it makes heaps of sense, and it makes it even more real and fun. It's a really fun game, and I think it's going to be beautiful as well, so stay tuned for that. And the last thing to look out for in 2021 is 11s 2. No, not 22 visas. 11s, The Guilty Party. Or is it The Guilty Party? Think the 11s game, our most popular game ever, combined with Agatha Christie, and you sort of get where this is going. I can't wait to talk about this more, but I'll save that for another quick sips. See, I told you I wanted to keep them quick, just a very quick thing, like a punch in the face for people who have 5 minutes to kill on the train journey and they've got lots of data on their phone. This was for you. If you don't have that, maybe you hated it. But it's time for me to go. See you later. Check out my new podcast. I did one episode. It's on this channel. It's very bad, but another one will come. Maybe it'll be better, I hope. I haven't recorded it yet. Ugh. See ya later.